Mic 3, hot mic check. Okay.
I didn't realize it until we were off the plane making our connection to Brussels.
Stream volume confirmed.
and second balcony levels, vending machines and payphones are located only on the lower level. Assisted listening devices are available upon request. Please take time to note the exit clearly marked at the front and rear of the auditorium. If for some reason there is an emergency, please use these exits to vacate the building in an orderly fashion. For your safety and the safety of others, after exiting, please move away from the building as far as possible. Please take the time now to silence all cell phones or beepers for thorough enjoyment of today's presentation by yourself and others.
Good evening. Good evening and welcome to our 2025 commencement ceremony. I'm Fritz Steiner, the Dean and Paley Professor here at the Stuart Weitzman School of Design. And I want to express and extend a warm welcome to friends and family members of our graduates who have traveled great distances to be here. They would not be here today without your support, so thank you. Tonight, we have students from 23 states and 32 countries. In fact, the Weitzman community has been international since the earliest days of our school, and it continues to be one of our great strengths. As a result, not all of our graduates' loved ones are able to be here in person. Some people in the audience are watching us on YouTube. So wherever you're watching from, whatever the time is, we're glad to have you with us. So let's take a minute to appreciate this glorious building. It was designed in 1929 by a Philadelphian named Julian Abel, the first African American to graduate from Penn with an architecture degree. He was recruited by Horace Turnbauer, the firm behind many of the grand residents of many of the country's most successful industrialists. Abel earned a reputation not just adapting historical styles to create fine interiors, but also rendering interior space and its decorative details. Not only did he design over 600 buildings, he worked skillfully with wood, ceramics, iron, copper, brass, and stained glass. He made furniture, jewelry, paintings, and lithographs. Some of the most important and inspiring buildings in our city, including the Philadelphia Museum of Art and the Free Library, are works of Julian Abel. Across Philadelphia, thanks to the preservations of buildings dating back to our country's founding and before, history is everywhere you look. But much of our country's history is not visible. Our university stands on the traditional homelands of the Lenape people, and the Lenape were the inhabitants of our regions for approximately 12,000 years before the first Europeans arrived. And thousands of Lenape continue to live in their homeland in eastern Pennsylvania and the Northeast. On the subject of history, I should tell you a little bit about the Weitzman School. We have been educating architects for 156 years, artists for nearly as long, landscape architects for 101, planners, preservationists, and spatial analysts for decades. It is our mission to prepare built environmental professionals and artists to improve the quality of life in communities around the world and to confront climate change and rising inequities. It's our belief that architecture, landscape architecture, preservation, planning, and the allied professions need to evolve in deep and lasting ways so that life on Earth, both human and non-human, can thrive in all of its diversity. To this end, we cultivate an appreciation for history and those who have been historically disserved by design and planning. We need to cultivate an understanding of political, aesthetic, natural, and mechanical systems. And we need to cultivate a commitment to community engagement. As my faculty colleagues and I prepare the next generation to have a positive impact on the world, we pursue a more just, sustainable, and healthy environment through partnerships with government agencies, NGOs, foundations, and other community partners. All this is to say the faculty and students at Weitzman are dedicated to improving the places where we live, work, play, and worship. Office buildings, hospitals, schools, parks, playgrounds, sporting arenas, churches, mosques, and synagogues. We make them work better, not just for all people, but for all species on planet Earth. Life as we know it depends on the forests and oceans and the diversity of species they support. Now, I'm a three-time graduate of the school, so the school's mission is very personal to me. And one of the reasons I feel strongly about is because of the brilliance and generous mentors that I had when I was a student here at Penn. I've written fairly often about my mentor, Ian McHarg, who was a Scottish-American planner who came to the United States after the Second World War, founded the graduate landscape architecture program, was also on the city planning faculty, and he gave birth largely to the American environmental movement. You may not have heard of him before, but it is really McHarg's students who helped launch the first Earth Day. And he was the reason I came to Penn. For all the graduates here today, I hope you found your own mentors at Penn, or at least people whose ideas and belief have inspired you. As for me, my first professional hero was really not McHarg, but a sociologist whose name was Herbert Gans. Gans was born in 1927 in Cologne, Germany, and just passed away last month. Fleeing the Nazis, he and his family immigrated to Chicago in 1940. He came to Penn as a graduate student and was the first person to earn a PhD in city and regional planning a couple decades before I got here. After teaching at Penn, he went on to teach at MIT and Columbia. Gans was a prolific scholar and a true champion of America's poor and working class. He wrote some of the most revealing books about American culture that I know, shattering myths about urban and suburban life, poverty, immigration, and the media. For his thesis, his master's thesis from the University of Chicago in 1949, he moved to Park Forest, Illinois, to study the Jewish community there. In The Urban Villagers, published in 1962, he immersed himself in Boston's West End, a vibrant Italian-American community. For the Levittowners, one of America's first planned suburbs, he moved to the New Jersey community and lived there for nearly 2 years. One of the questions that Gans was preoccupied seems especially relevant today. What is it to be an American? Even late in his career, he admits he was still trying to make sense of America. After all, this is a country founded by immigrants and still today is a mosaic of subcultures and subgroups. Denise Scott Brown was another student who was very influenced by Gans. Her and Robert Venturi's book, Learning from Las Vegas, was clearly influenced by the Levittowners, by Gans. It was Scott Brown and Venturi who were responsible for renovating this auditorium 25 years ago. Another example of how we look to make a positive difference in the world. There's something uniquely American about both Levittown and Las Vegas, but a big question posed by Gans, Scott Brown, and Venturi isn't unique to the United States or any country. That question is, what is our responsibility as creators of places? In the United States, architects and landscape architects have an explicit responsibility to others. They have to earn a professional licensure in order to practice. After all, the stakes of their work is quite high. A building needs to stand up. It needs to meet building codes, zoning regulations, and state and local preservation requirements. Enforcing them is possible because of the police powers granted to state and local governments by the Constitution. In 1954, in 1954, the U.S. Supreme Court laid out the conspicuous examples of police power as public safety, public health, morality, peace, and quiet, law and order. Now, I am confident that our graduates are committed to do work that supports public health and safety. Peace and quiet may be a little less so, depending on the occasion. And when it comes to morality, law, and order, it's my hope that they find themselves in a community where there are shared commitments to taking care of the most vulnerable among us, whatever the cost is. Each year, we recognize 3 individuals of the faculty with the G. Holmes Perkins Distinguished Teaching Award, named in honor of the architect and longtime faculty member who served as our dean from 1951 to 1971. These awards are based on nominations by the students to recognize distinguished teaching and innovation in the seminar or in the classroom, seminar, or studio. The 2025 Faculty Award winners are Rudy Gerson, a lecturer in fine arts, Leah Kaler, our 2024-2025 McCarg Fellow, and Robert Gerard Petrusco, Associate Professor of Landscape Architecture. Thank you, Leah, Rudy, and Bobby for your many contributions to our school, and congratulations. Please stand and be recognized. Tonight, we are fortunate to have with us architect, attorney, professor, and policymaker Sarah C. Bronlin. Sarah is widely recognized as one of the foremost experts on property, land use, zoning, and historic preservation law. She's the author of Key to the City, How Zoning Shapes Our World. By the way, really terrific book on zoning, I'm not kidding. Zoning can be a really interesting topic. Sarah founded and directs the National Zoning Atlas, which aims to digitize, demystify, and democratize information about zoning in the United States. In the area of land use, Sarah chaired the Planning and Zoning Commission of Connecticut's capital city for 7 years, leading its nationally recognized efforts to overhaul its zoning code and adopt a new city plan. In that role, she spearheaded the city's first climate action plan and helped to create the city's sustainability office. In the area of historic preservation, Sarah was nominated by President Biden and confirmed by the unanimous consent of the U.S. Senate to serve as the 12th chair of the Advisory Council on Historic Preservation, an independent federal agency charged with preserving our country's most historic places. She's the first person of color to serve as chair. She prioritized the improvement of regulatory and policy approaches to housing, climate change, and concerns of indigenous peoples during her 2-year tenure. So please welcome Sarah Bronlin.
Dean Steiner and the faculty, thank you so much for inviting me here today. I am really honored and thrilled to be here celebrating with you all in Philadelphia, one of the most historic, most diverse, and most beautiful cities in the country. Parents, family members, and friends, I want to address you first because you have contributed to this terrific day. You might have supported your graduate financially or emotionally. You might have motivated them, telling or showing them that they can and should follow their passion. Perhaps best of all, you might have challenged them, ensuring they became more independent, that they got to know themselves, that they better articulated what they wanted out of their education and out of life. Everyone here today and those attending in spirit are part of these students' achievement. So congratulations to you too, and thank you for supporting people who will go out and improve the world. Now to the graduates. As you just heard, I'm a faculty member of another institution, and while I love Cornell, I can confidently say that what you have here at Weitzman is truly special. First, you have great faculty. I've experienced this firsthand. I've collaborated with your faculty on policy development in DC. I've served on boards with them. I've engaged with their scholarship. I also know that this school is special because I know your predecessors, Weitzman School alumni. I'm lucky to have worked with and learned from many. And every day, I get to talk with two who contribute to the National Zoning Atlas, the project that Dean Steiner mentioned. Through that project, we've read and digitized 760,000 really interesting pages of American zoning codes so that people can understand what they say. It's an enormously complicated task, one that requires the best of the best. And I can't thank Penn enough for our fabulous engagement director and one of our fabulous project managers, and hopefully more grads to come as we build out our team. By the way, for anybody at your computer, it's online at zoningatlas.org if you want to check it out. The reason that Diana and Devin shine, the reason Penn graduates shine wherever they go, is first because your professors have helped you hone your technical capabilities in your chosen field. But, as I think we're all finding out, even a robot can develop technical skills. So what really distinguishes Penn grads, what makes them shine, is and must be your deep sense of humanity. Having a sense of humanity means being empathetic. It means understanding and respecting differences in others' experience, capabilities, and backgrounds. It means asking whether everything you do, every building you design, every artwork you complete, every computer program you develop, every plan, every landscape helps people. It means being human, not machine. Even if you didn't come here with these sensibilities, you really had no choice but to develop them once you arrived. That's because you participated in Mellon Foundation Studios and study abroad opportunities, in lectures presenting intellectually diverse ideas. You learned from each other with perspectives from all over the world, across disciplines, enriching your time here. That's what great universities do. It's also because you've dwelled in Philadelphia with 350 years and layers of complex history. The city was founded by a Quaker, William Penn, and its name, as you all know, Greek for brotherly love, was meant to signal openness to people of all faiths to come together peacefully and find common ground. Now, I've learned a little bit about Quakerism recently. My daughter goes to a Quaker school. And it really seems that underpinning the ethic of her school, of this university, of this city, is the ideal of demonstrating deep respect for others. Now, we know that we often fall short of achieving that ideal. We fall short at Penn, in Philadelphia. We fall short everywhere. There is conflict, there is violence, segregation, disinvestment. But as you leave this place, you have to fight for that ideal. As you move forward, you have to connect your work to your values in service of other people. Far too often, this is forgotten. When I had the privilege of leading the Federal Historic Preservation Agency, I pushed really hard to reform some onerous and outdated review processes, particularly those that hindered the rehabilitation of historic buildings. Our agency's processes, I learned, meant that lead paint and asbestos stayed in public housing units because our process was too expensive and time-consuming. That grab bars were not installed in places used by people with mobility impairments, that our military families didn't get the updated housing that they needed, that office buildings sat mothballed for decades. Those that defended the status quo, in my mind, prioritized process over people. But for buildings to endure, they have to be used. And to be used, they have to be modernized. In other words, they have to serve people and all kinds of people. I'm glad we were able to change the rules. Now some federal reviews can be more efficient while still protecting the historic facades and grand lobbies that make these buildings unique. I dealt with a very similar situation when I stepped into the role of chair of the Cities of Hartford's Planning and Zoning Commission. As I describe in the book the dean mentioned, I was shocked to find that our very low-income, very diverse capital city suffered tremendously from a zoning code adopted in the 1950s. There was basically nothing good about this code. It made new housing difficult to build. It required large parking lots and allowed gas stations and car washes and strip malls almost everywhere. It said nothing about protecting our tree canopy. It used words like servants to refer to people. The consequence was that new construction stalled. Many of our historic buildings had been torn down, and the city got hollowed out as the population plummeted over the ensuing decades. Those that remained were too often shut out from opportunities, in part because of the changes in their built environment that the zoning code had wrought. Harnessing an unprecedented amount of community input, we rewrote all these outdated rules. We put in place a code that fast-tracks housing, that all but bans those car-oriented uses that made our city unattractive, that starts to grow the tree canopy back. I hope our zoning code enables a more sustainable, walkable, and livable place, and enables a more beautiful one too. I use these two examples to encourage you to think about how your education compels you to interrogate the status quo. If it isn't helping people and places, get out there and change the status quo. Don't forget that you can and must do that in settings where it even seems that change is impossible. Don't forget that this education that you have received here was a gift. I should also add, no one's going to invite you to do this. No one's going to say, hey, go out and change this. So consider my talk today your invitation. I do want to leave you with one last thing, and that is that humanity also means bringing beauty to others. Now, Dean Steiner told you about the origins of the room that we're in right now. And I want everybody to look up, and I mean really look up, look around, ignore the acoustical panels, maybe. But the old stuff, Julian Abel's work, he made a lot of choices in this room. Choices about the details, the colors, the materials, that all work together to give us a sense of wonder and calm and maybe even peace. But in any case, I think it does make us feel something. He cared about these details, and he knew one day we would be sitting here to enjoy them. Compare these details, compare this room with the images you've no doubt been scrolling through today. Maybe you're scrolling through them right now on your phone. We're constantly bombarded with images meant to capture our attention, images intended to dazzle and addict. But there is something that we miss when we stare at our little tiny black boxes and cede our waking hours to virtual reality. And what I think we miss is the power and the beauty that is possible in the physical realm. In some way or other, every graduate in this room today is now empowered to shape tangible things in our world. Landscapes, buildings, historic sites, art, including by shaping the ideas and processes that can make those tangible things better. As I've tried to emphasize, your technical skills in your respective fields will be a given. But your most important contribution to the world rests in your humanity and the way you forge a world with places and spaces and objects that are more deeply fulfilling than surface displays of shallow beauty. You have the tools to not only create beauty, but to reveal it, to remove the things that hurt, highways scarring our landscapes, monuments to hate, barriers to equal access. In this age, beauty that is accessible, shared, and enjoyed is more important than ever. So your creative sensibilities can, must, will help guide how we live, what we see, and what we remember. Will nourish our souls, will heal broken worlds, will bring people together. I hope and trust that you will do all of those things and more. In the meantime, thank you so much for including me in this celebration, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Sarah. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the class of 2025 student speaker, nominated and chosen by his classmates. Tim Wu is a candidate for the Master of Architecture degree. Tim?
Hi everyone, thank you for having me here. It's such an honor to stand here today, and before anything else, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to our families. Thank you for everything, for your support through the late nights, the stressful deadlines, the critique that went too long, and the model that kept falling apart. Without your emotional support, and honestly, without all the feelings throughout the years, we won't be here today. You're still with us quietly, but your presence carried us through. To the faculties across all the disciplines, architecture, landscape, city planning, preservation, fine art, design, you have challenged us, mentored us, and shaped how we think. And for that, we are deeply grateful. Some of you pushed us to imagine entirely new futures, others put us back to the ground and remind us of our responsibilities to the present. Personally, I would especially like to thank Andrew Saunders, who opened our eye of how AI could be a creative partner rather than a threat. Barry Walk, who asked us to see our work not just in its first state, but in its weathered, aged, lived-in future. And Richard Garber, the master of materials, who told us everything, big or small, about precast concrete. And of course, to Rosanna Hu, our chair, you have been the quiet engine behind so much of what we have accomplished. You really care about us. Dedicated to advancing this school, reimagining it, you gave us the space to think big, experiment bravely, and grow rapidly with trust. Thank you. And finally, of course, to my fellow students, thank you for everything. Thank you for the late night conversations, for the group chat filled with memes and panic, for sharing reference link in Discord, for passing down modeling paste and opening the door when someone forgot their PEN card. Thank you for making this time is not only about work, but about friendship, community, and shared discoveries. Now, when I first come to Penn, I will admit, I was obsessed with form. I was in love with geometry, proportion, the way light touches material, and the balance of mass and void. And honestly, I still am. That sense of form, of precision, control, poetics, is still essential to what I do. But what I have come to understand here over these years is that form never exists in isolation. It always carries something: context, memory, politics, power. Whether we're working in architecture, landscape, digital media, or policy, we are shaping not just things, but experiences, relationships, and systems. At Penn, we are pushed to see that everything we produce enters a world that's already in motion, a world filled with environmental stress and fractured communities. And so our work matters, not just because it's good, but because of how it acts, responds, and lasts to its surroundings and to its communities. With this emphasis, however, I don't think this means we abandon beauty. I don't think this means we forget about form, material, elegance, or detail. In fact, I think those things matter even more, because they are not just superficial, they're emotional, and they're ecological. They're the actual physical tunnel people experience dignity, care, and connection through. And they're the one responding to environmental issues and sustainability. We want to see a world where the built environment reflects precision and purpose, where innovation is not separated from access, and where aesthetic is not separated from equality. At this school, we experiment wildly. We tested the limit of material, process, and logic. We made impossible sections stand. We turned data into poetry. We turned memory into drawings. We asked questions even when we didn't know the answers. In doing so, we trained ourselves to imagine possibilities where others see constraints. So as we move forward, I hope we carry this dual awareness with us, that we stay sharpening our skills, our ability to draw, code, plan, model, visualize, and communicate. That we stay attuned to how those skills intersect with the world around us. That we design not just for today, but with a vision of what this world could be. To my fellow graduates, it's been a privilege to walk beside you these past years. I've seen you push boundaries, take risks, and rethink what design can be. You have grown, not just in technique, but in purpose. Wherever you go next, whether into practice, academia, public work, startups, or something that we haven't even imagined before, I hope you carry what we learned here with you. Draw boldly, think critically, stay curious, design with craziness, but also clarity, and with conviction. Congratulations. Happy graduation to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim, and congratulations. Please now join me in now welcoming Matt Nord, a graduate of the Wharton School and chair of the Weitzman Board of Advisors.
Good evening. Dean Steiner, distinguished faculty, friends, family, and most importantly, graduates of the Stuart Weitzman School of Design. It is an honor to speak with you today. On behalf of the Board of Advisors, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations. This is a moment of joy, pride, and transition. Wherever life takes you next, you will always be alumni of this great university and this remarkable school. You came to the Weitzman School with talent, curiosity, and ambition. And you leave today with something even more powerful, the tools to imagine and build the future. You are now architects, planners, preservationists, and artists. You are designers of landscapes, cities, and systems. Your degree is more than a credential. It is a key to possibilities not yet imagined and answers to questions not yet asked. As you step into your careers, I urge you to see the world through both a local and global lens. Let your work be grounded in the real and immediate challenges of place, but also expansive, responsive to the world beyond what's right in front of you. Think locally, act globally, and design for both. Act with courage and originality. Innovation is not just about new tools, it's about new mindsets. You are entering a world that demands new solutions. Be inventive, experiment, and break molds. And don't just improve systems, reimagine them. At its best, that's what design does. It sees the world as it is and insists on what it can become. And above all, think for yourself. Trust your voice, challenge conventional wisdom. Speak up when something feels wrong or incomplete. The world doesn't need more conformity and siloed thinking. It needs more conviction. It needs people like you who can see around corners, who can think critically and creatively and act accordingly. So let me offer a few words that I hope you'll carry with you as you start this new chapter. Community, purpose, joy, and care. You will find your communities, whether through your discipline, your neighborhoods, or your calling. These communities will sustain you, and you in turn will shape them. Bring purpose to your process. Bring care and joy into your practice. And remember, it's not just about what you make, but how you make it and why you make it. Design is an act of change. To design is to intervene in the world with intention. It is to declare that things can be different and better. That is your power. Use it wisely, use it boldly. And as you go forth, know this: your relationship with Penn doesn't end today, it evolves. This institution, this community, will always be a part of you, and you will always be a part of it. Staying connected is not about nostalgia. It's about momentum and shared knowledge, shared purpose, and shared values. It's about a network that will support you, challenge you, and inspire you. Sustaining your relationship with Penn means contributing to a continuum of leadership, innovation, and service that stretches across time and across borders. It means mentoring future students, collaborating with peers, and returning not just to give back, but to keep learning. Let this be a lifelong dialogue between you and this institution, one rooted in trust, curiosity, and a desire to make the world not only more beautiful, but also more humane. Because your greatest projects may take years, they may take decades, and your deepest impacts may not be visible right away, but they will come if you lead with integrity, innovate fearlessly, and always stay connected to the heart of why you began. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. Go forth and design a more just, inspired, and joyful world. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. And now we turn to the presentation of degrees. Why we're here. Yeah. As I begin, I have a favor to ask of friends and families here. Don't stand in the aisles to take pictures, so the graduates can safely make their way to the stage and be recognized. So please stay seated or on top of your seat or something, but on the seat. We have a photographer here who's dedicated to getting close-up images of the action, and we'll share all the photos on Flickr, so they'll be out there that you can access. So it's now my pleasure to present the dual degree candidates who exemplify the school's commitment to interdisciplinary study.
Issa Attar, Master of City Planning, Master of Fine Arts, recipient of the Christopher Leland Lyon Memorial Fund Award and the Lawrence Sprintz MFA Award. Marion Glebes, Master of City Planning, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, and recipient of the Aaron Wunsch Award for Public History of the Built Environment. Maria Lupandina, Master of City Planning, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Gaia Award, as well as the Laurie D. Olin Prize in Landscape Architecture and the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Merit. Andreina Soho, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, Master of Landscape Architecture, and recipient of the Faculty Medal in Landscape Architecture. Q. Kelvin Vu, Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Service, as well as the John Dixon Hunt Prize in History, Theory, and Criticism, and the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Honor. Zian Zhang, Master of City Planning, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Yanjie Zhang, Master of Architecture, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, and the recipient of the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship. Yixuan Zhou, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics.
And now, to present the candidates for the Master of Architecture degrees, please welcome Rosanna Hugh, Miller Professor and Chair of Architecture.
Dear graduates, faculty, families, and esteemed guests, this is your day, our graduates. This is your day of celebration, commemorating your years of rigorous study, creative exploration, and personal growth. Whether you're in the MArch program, AAD, EBD, RAS, or PhD program in architecture, as you step into the next chapter of your lives, I offer you only one single advice. Remember to give thanks. Gratitude is not merely a sentiment, it is a profound form of knowledge. It gives us clarity on where we stand and who stood before us. None of you arrived here alone, and you're not leaving alone either. The road that brought you here was paved by many who came before you. Your grandmother, maybe your elementary school teacher, or the friend who sat next to you in 9th grade geometry. Design should take on new forms of restoration and redemption. Gratitude must also shape the way you build. Remember that your client isn't just the one who pays the bill, but the bodies and souls who will live in your buildings, the air and soil your work touches, and the generations who will walk through the doors you draw today. Let your work be a gesture of thank you to the world, a return, a contribution. In the words of Albert Camus, in the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Yes, let that inner summer, your sense of purpose, your memory of all that brought you here, guide you in the seasons ahead. When the winters come, counting your blessings will make you hold on and keep going. It will also keep you grounded. It will keep you humble. And I thank you for contributing to the department with your remarkable courage, intelligence, and leadership. I thank you for the crazy design ideas that made me think deeper and laugh louder. What? Otaku culture informs earthquake relief? Pizza pie can actually be a design analogy? Kowloon City shapes Philly's housing. Kowloon City shapes Philly's housing mega housing vision. The list goes on and on. I can't tell you all of them, but thank you for making architecture fun, impactful, and meaningful. So congratulations to this exceptional class, and now I present to you the class of 2025 Master of Architecture graduates.
Youssef Almana, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design. Ray Chi Ricky Bao, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Ebby Bohm, Master of Architecture. Shane Boonyi, Master of Architecture. Kai Chen, Master of Architecture. Kai Ling Chen, Master of Architecture. Yu Chen, Master of Architecture. Runhao Chen, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Julia Chung, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Sydney Cleveland Datesman, Master of Architecture. Dylan Day, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the Cantor-Trish Prize in Energy and Architectural Innovation. Honorable mention. Carlotta De Balis, Master of Architecture, recipient of the Alpha Rho Chi Medal. Wei Mao Fan, Master of Architecture. Brennan Flory, Master of Architecture, recipient of the Arthur Spade Brooke Memorial Gold Prize. Taylai Freeman, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction. Regina Gonano, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the Paul Philippe Crete Medal. Mayo Han, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Kodak Han, Master of Architecture. Yu Shang Hao, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Jung Fan He, Master of Architecture and recipient of the Faculty Prize. Chin Ming Ho, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction and recipient of the Faculty Prize. Nathan Huynh, Master of Architecture. Dongju Zhou, Master of Architecture. Yu Ju Kang, Master of Architecture, recipient of the Faculty Prize. Ariel Colton Fromm, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the Cantor-Trish Prize in Energy and Architectural Innovation. Patricia Kasuma, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Phoebe Lam, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Breland Land, Master of Architecture. Chung-Shi Hillary Lee, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Laurel Lee, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction. Jing Lee, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. June Lee, Master of Architecture. Roshi Lee, Master of Architecture. Vivian Lee, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Landscape Studies. Pei Lin Liao, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Kelly Lopez, Master of Architecture. Chung Fang Luo, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Han Zhang Luo, Master of Architecture, Sha Luo, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Daniela Mulvey, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Nadine Reem Youssef Mahmoud Nashef, Master of Architecture. Natsuko Nozaki, Master of Architecture. Benjamin Oliver, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the Faculty Prize. Jeremy Dwee Pham, Master of Architecture. Kitishan Pimsri Bradley, Master of Architecture. Julius Cordy Papafio, Master of Architecture, graduation with distinction. Fiona Rath, Master of Architecture. Jamie Respondek, Master of Architecture. Ethan Simongal, Master of Architecture. Sahil Shah, Master of Architecture and recipient of the Faculty Prize. Ding Ding Shi, Master of Architecture. Holly Smithberger, Master of Architecture. John Chu Xiao Tang, Master of Architecture. Haley Tavares, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Xiao Hong Tien, Master of Architecture. Conrad Xie, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Austin Lee White, Master of Architecture. Nicholas Wong, Master of Architecture. Na Xin Wu, Master of Architecture. Tim Wu, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Shuiyan Xie, Master of Architecture. Ao Tong Yan, Master of Architecture. Jing Yan, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Qin Jun Kai Yen, Master of Architecture. Shuailong Yan, Master of Architecture. Simone Yang, Master of Architecture. Yuen Dao Yang, Master of Architecture. Yu Wei Yang, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Tia Yu, Master of Architecture and recipient of the Arthur Spade Brooke Memorial Silver Prize. Joyce Bo-Yi Zhang, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Chang Zhang, Master of Architecture. Ria Zhang, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Wen-Yi Zhang, Master of Architecture. Yi-Nang Zhang, Master of Architecture, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Chun Zhou, Master of Architecture.
Thank you, Rosanna. Congratulations, Master of Architecture graduates. Here to present the candidates for Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design, is Professor of Architecture, Ali Rahim.
Good evening. Dear graduates of classes of 2024 and 2025, congratulations. Today, as we celebrate your achievements, let us also reflect on the remarkable journey you have undertaken in the Master of Science of Design, Advanced Architectural Design program. Your resilience, creativity, and dedication have been nothing short of inspiring, and it has been an honor to witness your transformation into the architects of tomorrow. Over the course of 3 semesters, you immersed yourselves in a comprehensive, rigorous, and expansive exploration of advanced architectural design, from mastering conceptual frameworks to refining design techniques, and from building assembly methods to full-scale facade mock-ups. You navigated a demanding academic landscape with focus and determination. One of the defining moments of your journey was your deep engagement with design research centered on New York City's dynamic urban fabric, your investigations into the stock exchange and financial district, and your use of pro forma analysis as a design tool demonstrated not only in your analytical acumen, but also revealed the complex relationship between architecture and finance, laying the foundation for bold, future-oriented design thinking. Another pivotal experience came in your 2nd semester. There, you focus on architectural detailing emerged, not simply as technical resolution, but as a conceptual and material catalyst. Through systems-based thinking and material investigation, you uncovered how detail bridges vision and construction, rooting abstract ideas in the tangible language of joints, connections, and spatial articulation. Beyond the studio, you embraced experiential learning, traveling from Boston and Los Angeles to Havana, Machu Picchu, Mexico City, and Tokyo. These journeys expanded your global awareness and shaped your voice as designers, thinkers, and most importantly, cultural participants. Your final semester brought it all together through the design and fabrication of building facades. You explored robotics, CNC milling, and laser cutting, testing the boundaries of conventional practice. The full-scale mock-ups you created stand as testaments to your ingenuity, creativity, and technical skill, showing that design is not only what we imagine, but what we make real. As you prepare to take the next steps in your professional lives, carry with you the lessons learned, the challenges overcome, and the friendships forged. Remember the intellectual curiosity, collaborative spirit, and design ambition that defined your time here. You leave this program with a powerful set of tools a global perspective, and the confidence to lead with purpose, empathy, and vision in a rapidly evolving world. On behalf of the faculty, I congratulate you on your accomplishments, your perseverance, and your unwavering commitment to advancing architectural design. The future of architecture is in your hands, and I have every confidence that you will meet it with passion, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Congratulations.
Nazla Aliza Dagan, Master of Science in Design and Advanced Architectural Design. Yasaman Amirzeni, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yi-Lin Chen, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Xin-Chuan Chang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yu-Chi Fong, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yi-Min Gan, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Jane Hu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Li Chao Hu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yorembam Nimika Devi, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Ningji Hu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Naomi W. Kamau, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Ananya Khanna, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Jae-Eun Kim, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Woo-Suk Kim, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Alex Lee, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Chung-Shin Lee, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Si-Young Lee, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Liang Jia Shu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Xin-Yu Liang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yu-Chi Lin, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Jia-Yi Liu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Tianqi Liu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Liu Yi-Jun, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yue Liu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yi-Yun Shen, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Kavya Saxena, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Michael Pola, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Amir Motovaselian, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the AAD Prize in Design Excellence. Mohammed Maz Siddiqui, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Krisha Modi, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Si Miao, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yagnesh Mehta, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Andrea Machado Romero, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Ray Ja Ma, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Lo Wei Wanfeng Long, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yu Tong Xie, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Xian Jun Won, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Ji Yuan Wu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design, graduation with distinction. Xin Yu Wu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Xin Yi Wang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Qianni Wang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Amrita Verma, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Shanjun Tao, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Hai Tao Tai, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Danya Suresh, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Dan Lin Sun, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Chen Tao Xu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Fan Xu Xu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Mei Zhu Xu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Chou Wan Yam, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Ji Su Yim, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Shuyan Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Wenqi Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Zaiyu Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Juntao Zhao, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Seiben Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design. Yang Zhu, Master of Science in Design, Advanced Architectural Design.
Thank you, Allie. Here to present the candidates for Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design, and a Master in Environmental Building Design is Professor of Architecture, Bill Braum.
Thank you, Dean Steiner. Graduates, family, and friends, we're here to celebrate the graduation of the candidates for the 2 degrees, overlapping degrees in environmental building design. These are degrees designed to train architects in the new skills and knowledge required for environmental design, and especially in the design techniques with which those skills must be integrated into the practice of architecture. This course of study includes coursework on environmental accounting, building performance simulation, integrated building design, building envelopes and systems, lighting, daylighting, and the theory and practice of environmental design. The EBD programs are today's avant-garde, exploring the future of architecture in the Anthropocene, providing the foundation for mitigating and adapting to the conditions of a changing climate. And I'll say this to our graduates, but this applies to everybody. You are only students for a short period of time, and then you become colleagues. So I look forward not only to what you do, but also to collaborating with you. Please join me in congratulating them.
Shuo-Shuen Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Yudi Dong, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Jia Li, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design, graduation with distinction. Si-Meng Liu, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Yudo Morishida, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Xin-Yi Pang, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Henry Wang, Master of Science in Design, Environmental Building Design. Hongxin Liu, Master in Environmental Building Design. Zheng Ke Wu, Master in Environmental Building Design. Xin Yan, Master in Environmental Building Design. Yu Lin Yang, Master in Environmental Building Design. Yu Ting Lin, Master in Environmental Building Design. Xiaoqi Zhan, Master in Environmental Building Design.
Thank you, Bill, and congratulations to the MSD Environmental Building Design and the Master of Environmental Building Design. Here to present the candidates for the Master of Science in Design, Robotics, and Autonomous Systems is Assistant Professor Robert Stuart Smith.
Dean Steiner, graduates, family, and friends, it's with great pleasure that I present to you the Master of Science in Design, Robotics, and Autonomous Systems degree students as conferred by the Faculty of Architecture. The degree explores robotic fabrication and AI-based technologies as integral contributors to architectural design and production. It aims to expand the agency of the architect to operate critically and creatively within the emerging fourth industrial revolution and beyond. Graduates, we're so proud of you. You're all bright and almost supernaturally talented. You have achieved so much this year. You've designed and robotically fabricated large-scale prototypical assemblages, developed software programming skills in several languages, built custom AI deep learning models, used computer vision and sensor feedback in robot programming, developed custom robot tools and computational design and material physics simulation models. You wrote a theory paper and did a thesis project that took a critical and creative approach to architectural production and wrote a scientific research paper on your findings. This is an outstanding achievement, one that will empower you to forge new and exciting career trajectories and to shape the built environment of tomorrow. The science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke once described great technology as magic, or appearing like magic, and it's my wish for you that you have a magical future and magical career. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the RAS class of 2025.
Fitrat Ali, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Chen Lei Wei, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Song Ray Gao, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, recipient of the RAS Prize for Design and Robotic Fabrication. Jing Ge, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Zitong Ren, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Huiyang Gong, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Karina Joseph, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, graduation with distinction. Jia Ming Li, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, recipient of the RAS Prize for Design and Robotic Fabrication. Frida Odonye, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Burku Gosen, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, graduation with distinction. Beiko Rivas Navarro, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Yuezhu Rong, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Xinran Wang, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Qinyang Xu, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems. Si Yao Zhang, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, graduation with distinction, and recipient of the RAS Prize for Design and Robotic Fabrication. Daxler Zhu, Master of Science in Design, Robotics and Autonomous Systems, recipient of the RAS Prize for Design and Robotic Fabrication.
Thank you, Rob. Congratulations to the MSD RAS graduates. Presenting the candidates for the Master of City Planning degree is Megan Ryerson, Professor and Chair of City and Regional Planning. Yeah. and UPS Foundation Chair of Transportation.
Dean Steiner, faculty and staff, family and friends, it is my honor to present the class of 2025 graduates of the Department of City and Regional Planning at the Weitzman School of Design at the University of Pennsylvania. Class of 2025, you are truly radical optimists. You have spent the past years immersed in this demanding graduate program, studying housing, community and economic development, sustainable transportation and infrastructure, urban design, environmental land use planning, public-private development, smart cities and technology. And you did it because you saw the pressing, interwoven challenges of our time: climate change, spatial inequality, housing shortages. And you thought, this can be better, and I want to dedicate my life's work to making it better. And so you brought that radical optimism to Weitzman Planning. And with every studio deliverable and policy memo and GIS map and stakeholder meeting, you readied yourself with the tools, the frameworks, the critical perspectives needed to build the better cities of the future. And you did this at every scale. You elevated local planning efforts in Panorama, studying how to extend the joy of Eagles urbanism, go Birds, and learning from the grassroots work that's happening in Detroit. You built regional flood mitigation plans in Vermont, wrestling with the intersections of housing, infrastructure, and climate resilience. You debated optimal global climate policy that tackles climate change justly and swiftly. And now, as graduates, you are ready to combine your values, your radical optimism with your training to shape urban systems and increase people's quality of life. And as you leave Penn, and as your life changes again, let it be a reminder of the dynamic nature of the cities that you are shaping. Planners are not curators of cities, but chemists, experimenting, adjusting, reworking complex environments in motion. So always evaluate and reevaluate those existing conditions and continue to ask yourself, how will I make this better? I know you will, and I can't wait to see what you create. On behalf of the faculty of City and Regional Planning, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Avani Adhikari, Master of City Planning. Lay Aman, Master of City Planning. Kyle Arbuckle, Master of City Planning. Miranda Ayers, Master of City Planning, recipient of the David Crane Award. Adil Belgami, Master of City Planning. Brianna Bello, Master of City Planning, recipient of the AICP Outstanding Student Award. Varun Bakri, Master of City Planning. Elam Bukvar Klein, Master of City Planning and recipient of the Witty Sakamoto Prize in City and Regional Planning. Christian Butts, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Energy Management. Ada Chan, Master of City Planning. Iris Chen, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Energy Management. Michael Clifford, Master of City Planning. Amy Cuniff, Master of City Planning. Sarah Curry, Master of City Planning and recipient of the Bruce J. Hanson Award. Shravya Dundamudi, Master of City Planning. Mark Delastrito, Master of City Planning. Sylvanus Duamor, Master of City Planning. Hulan Enbold, Master of City Planning and recipient of the Anne Louise Strong Leadership Award. Elena Geiger, Master of City Planning. Z.E. Guo, Master of City Planning. Alexandra Hayes, Master of City Planning. Hei Sung Haley Hune, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Landscape Studies. Yuan Ji, Master of City Planning. Alice Kansime, Master of City Planning. Jia Yang Kwok, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development. Sarah Lepley, Master of City Planning, recipient of the Paul Davidoff Award. Yi Chin Lee, Master of City Planning. Xin Ya Lu, Master of City Planning. Bo Fang Zhang, Master of City Planning. Caroline Liu, Master of City Planning. Kuma Xiaoyi Lu, Master of City Planning, Certificate in GIS and Spatial Analysis. Revati Machun, Master of City Planning, Department of City and Regional Planning Special Award for Excellence in Student Publications. Christina Moss, Master of City Planning. Isabel Muley, Master of City Planning. Julia Nima, Master of City Planning. Gianna Paglia, Master of City Planning. Lucy Powers, Master of City Planning, recipient of the Anne Louise Strong Leadership Award. Devon Rogers, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Real Estate Design and Development, recipient of the Brian C. West Award. Ria Saini, Master of City Planning. Maho Sakuma, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Landscape Studies, recipient of the Anne Louise Strong Leadership Award. Claudia Schreier, Master of City Planning, recipient of the Department of City and Regional Planning Special Award for Excellence in Student Publications. Reggie Septian, Master of City Planning. Ryan Smith, Master of City Planning. Zachary Somberg, Master of City Planning. Yujin Song, Master of City Planning, Certificate in GIS and Spatial Analysis. Kate Sutherland, Master of City Planning. Xiaxin Tong, Master of City Planning. Stuart Tillier, Master of City Planning. Viva Hong Yu Wan, Master of City Planning and recipient of both the Bruce J. Hansen Award and the C. Britton Harris Award. Jiyan Wang, Master of City Planning. Shui Wang, Master of City Planning. Yaohan Xu, Master of City Planning. Shihang Yan, Master of City Planning. Nev Zhang, Master of City Planning, Certificate in Ecological Planning. Emily Zhou, Master of City Planning, Certificate in GIS and Spatial Analysis, recipient of the Smart Cities Award. Hao Zhu, Master of City Planning, Certificate in GIS and Spatial Analysis. Wenjun Zhu, Master of City Planning, Certificate in GIS and Spatial Analysis. Yaxi Zhuo, Master of City Planning.
Thank you, Megan. Congratulations to all the MCP graduates. Here to present the candidates for the Master of Urban Spatial Analytics degree is Associate Professor of City and Regional Planning, Elizabeth Delmel.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I am pleased to present the graduates of the Master of Urban Spatial Analytics, or MUSA, program. We are a spatial data science program housed in a design school, and that unique positioning creates something special. This past weekend, we held our annual picnic in Clark Park, and my 12-year-old son and his friend Diego came along. And at one point, Diego took a look at our graduates and said, "So what kind of students are you? Scientists? Artists?" And the MUSA crew resoundingly responded, "Scientists. We're data scientists." But I'm not so sure it's so clear-cut. So while yes, they learned plenty of programming languages, statistics, machine learning, they also produced beautiful visualizations and stories to communicate the results. I see our students very much as both artists and scientists, as this blend is what might inspire change. When art and science intersect, they can have a profound impact. I was reminded of this recently when reading about some marine biologists who were tracking whale migrations. And while the raw data they collected was valuable, it was when they visualized these migration patterns against ocean temperatures that the story became clear and actionable. Sometimes we need both the precision of science and the clarity of art to find solutions. Our students have blended rigorous data science coursework with creativity all year long. From their clever data communication podcast called Oops, I Dated Again, to their beautiful entries in the 30-day mapping challenge. They've applied their skills to practicum projects that track eviction filings, map urban shade and heat risk, and develop dynamic parking management solutions, among others. These students are well equipped to take on the challenges facing the world. So in a time when the headlines might seem daunting, you have shown how data can chart a path forward, finding patterns, uncovering solutions, and creating a visual language that helps everyone understand complex problems. So to our MUSA grads, continue finding clarity in the data, continue blending the precision of science with the power of visual storytelling, and as you leave Penn today to tackle the spatial challenges of our cities and world, I say to you, fly, MUSA, fly. 2025 grad.
Vrinda Agarwal, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Wei Jing Ong, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Emily Branch, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Ji Jin Chen, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Christopher Hayden Chu, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Akira DeSandro, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Jing Mao Fei, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Crystal Wan, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Byroon Huang, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Tutut Indriati, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Yutong Zhang, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Young Song Jun, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Sean Michael Coe, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Sylvia Lam, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Li Shan Lu, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Claudia Lowe, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics and recipient of the Ken Steeff Award. Run Chong Ma, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Rachel Midget, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Ong Chia Wei, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Amy Solano, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Jia Tong Su, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Ryan Sweat, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Macy Trout, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Emma Wittenowski, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Lu Ming Xu, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics. Si Jia Zhang, Master of Urban Spatial Analytics.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and congratulations, MUSA graduates. Here to present the candidate for the Master of Fine Arts is Professor and Chair of Fine Arts, Sharon Hayes.
Thank you, everyone. And as some of my
colleagues on the stage, I stepped up to be chair of fine arts just this year, so this is my first time conferring degrees. And when I asked our esteemed dean for advice, he said, "Short and funny is better than long and boring." I can assure you I nailed the short, but you're all going to have to come back next year for the jokes. There are going to be some amazing jokes next year. According to plan, I actually shouldn't even be here speaking to you tonight, as the renovation of our department's primary studio building, what will soon reopen as Weitzman Hall, necessitated a one-year suspension of admissions to our MFA program. But as art is an inherently unruly discipline, 2 students showed up in this cohort after all, and thank God they did. One of them has already walked by and received his degree, as he was a dual degree student, and the other I'm happy to see come across the stage in a moment. These artists work without script, client, program, or even a collectively agreed upon method to create works that alter in small and profound ways what we think we understand about our shared experience. Amidst a cascading series of crises impacting the university, the country, and the globe, this year's graduating class help us again understand that art offers us air to breathe and pathways to track our way forward. Their work conjures images, materials, and voices that were silenced or redacted to speculate from their absence. In their work, I recognize an urgent affirmation that history matters, and a proposal that we can and must be accountable to that which we inherit, no matter how that inheritance may disrupt our understanding of ourselves and the institutions that we inhabit. Culture is under attack because culture is powerful. All of you who work in it and with it transform it. You who are graduating have delved deeply into wounds, gaps, redactions, to pull forward not a single truth, but many truths. You have shown us that these truths matter, that freedom is possible despite constraint, and that to move towards a better future, we have to imagine into the past. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Alvin Luong, Master of Fine Arts, recipient of the Charles Adams Memorial Prize.
Thank you, Sharon. Let me amend that. Profound sometimes is better than funny. And congratulations to our MFA graduates. To present the candidates for the Master of Science in Historic Preservation and the Master of Science in Design with a concentration in Historic Preservation, here will be Frank Matera, the Professor and Chair of Historic Preservation, and Francesca Rosado-Amon, the Associate Professor of Historic Preservation and City and Regional Planning.
That's what you get for being in 2 departments, so that's nice. There are no truly blank slates. Rather, every site has a history of a building, a landscape, or a community. And historic preservationists know this. That's why we work to uncover, interpret, conserve, and connect those complex histories to contemporary planning and design. And what an important moment it is for this city, for this country, and for the world to remember and build upon its histories. Now, our graduating class of students today, including our 2-year Master of Science in Historic Preservation degree candidates and our 1-year Master of Science in Design with a concentration in Historic Preservation degree candidate, are more than up to this task. During their time here with us at Weitzman, they have argued for the designation of buildings, looking especially at West Philadelphia, and one project from that course was even approved by the Philadelphia Historical Commission just 2 months ago. So classroom work translating into real-life impact. They've documented and recorded our own Morgan Hall before its ongoing transformation into Weitzman Hall, and an historical exhibit featuring their work will open in the newly completed building next year. They've uncovered opportunities for preservation at a children's museum, a cranberry bog, and an arts and community revitalization organization. And finally, in their capstone studio and thesis projects, they have worked with local community residents to propose public history, community and economic development, and adaptive and new design interventions in the Strawberry Mansion neighborhood, as well as advanced new uses for old tools like fish oil, several projects on fish oil this year, for contemporary conservation, and proposed interventions to stimulate the continued vitality of our vernacular heritage, from Toronto's Chinatown to markets in India and used bookstores in Philadelphia. And that's just a small sampling of their work. What a range of experiences they have lived. What an array of skills they have sharpened. And what a group of lifelong colleagues they have gained during their short time together here with us. Graduating students, I know I speak for all my historic preservation colleagues, including our chair, Frank Montero, who I'll invite up in a moment to award these degrees, when I say how excited and proud we are to see you go forth and lead this profession of which you are all now solidly a part. Congratulations to the Weitzman Historic Preservation Class of 2025.
Salisha Ali, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship, as well as the Elizabeth Green Wiley Award for Outstanding Promise. Priyanka Amin Patel, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Anthony Nicholas Brady Garvin Award for an Outstanding Thesis, as well as the Faculty Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Shaylee Snahobai Bhagat, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Donglin Chen, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Dawn and Brian Gonick Architectural Conservation Professional Development Fund. K.N. Chiang, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship, as well as the Elizabeth Green Wiley Award for Outstanding Promise. Ching-Ro Dai, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship. Dara Epison, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Chen Hong, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Franny Hutchins, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Anthony Nicholas Brady Garvin Award for an Outstanding Thesis, as well as the Elizabeth Green Wiley Award for Outstanding Promise. Noor Jafar, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, and recipient of the Elizabeth Green Wiley Award for Outstanding Promise, as well as the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship. Darren Johnson, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Robert Killens III, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Yue-Shin Liu, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Lu Dan, Master of Science in Historic Preservation and recipient of the Dawn and Brian Gonick Architectural Conservation Professional Development Fund. Daniel Alonso Saldana Ayala, Master of Science in Historic Preservation and recipient of the Faculty Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement. Shaylin Spale, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Anna Velyu, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Anthony Nicholas Brady Garvin Award for an Outstanding Thesis, as well as the Faculty Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement and the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship. Kate Whitney Shub, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Charles E. Peterson Award. Dee Wu, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, recipient of the Dawn and Brian Gonick Architectural Conservation Professional Development Fund, as well as the Albert Binder Travel Fellowship. Wu Yu Zheng, Master of Science in Historic Preservation and recipient of the Anthony Nicholas Brady Garvin Award for an Outstanding Thesis. Jun Shen Xu, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Wei Ji Yu, Master of Science in Historic Preservation. Ha Chan Yuan, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Si Chi Zhao, Master of Science in Historic Preservation, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Amy Alexis Gonzalez, Master of Science in Design, Historic Preservation, and recipient of the Anthony Nicholas Brady Garvin Award for an Outstanding Capstone.
Thank you, Frank and Francesca, and congratulations to our historic preservation graduates. Presenting the candidates for the Master of Landscape Architecture degree is Catherine Sievett, Meyerson Professor and Chair of the Department of Landscape Architecture.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Catherine Sievett, Chair of the Department of Landscape Architecture. Let me be the next to offer my congratulations to our magnificent Master of Landscape Architecture graduates, the class of 2025. It's truly my honor to be with all of you and with so many of your family members and loved ones who have supported you along this journey as we celebrate this extraordinary accomplishment in your lives. This academic year marks a significant milestone in the history of the Department of Landscape Architecture. 100 years ago, our department was established at the University of Pennsylvania with Robert Wheelwright as its chair. And this year, 2025, we sadly mark the loss of our recent chair, Professor Emeritus Richard Weller, who led the department from 2013 through 2022. You are indeed a centennial class, inheriting those 100 years of wisdom and the legacy of the program and its leaders, but also guiding us to meet a brave new future. Let's think back those 100 years. The year of 1925 saw the publication of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, Never More Relevant, and Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway. Malcolm X, Johnny Carson, and Margaret Thatcher were born. Eric Satie, John Singer Sargent, and Sun Yat-sen died. New York City became the largest city in the world, taking the lead from London. Back in London, John Baird successfully transmitted the first television pictures with a grayscale image. And in California, the American astronomer Edwin Hubble announced the existence of an expanded universe beyond the Milky Way. Let's look to the future. Having just emerged from our final studio reviews, I've been thinking about all of you and this semester's deep engagement with rivers in our many studios. From Rome's Tiber River to Sobrau's Ria Akaharahu, to Atlanta's Chattahoochee River, to New Jersey's Hackensack River and its Meadowlands floodplain. In the four quartets, T.S. Eliot writes, "The river is a strong brown god, sullen, untamed, and intractable, patient to some degree. The river is within us, the sea is all about us." In 2014, the poet Mary Oliver published the poem, "I'm Not the River," in her collection entitled Blue Horses. She writes, "I'm not the river, that powerful presence, nor am I mud, nor rock, nor sand, which is holding everything together. No, I am none of these things, not yet." Mud and sand, land and water, entangled materials, bodies, and a soul grown deep like the rivers, as the poet Langston Hughes wrote in 1925. We recognize our presence here on ancestral Lenape homeland, here in Kasissing, the place of large shells, a place name describing land that was once water. Rivers travel, they move land, sand, and mud. Land and water indeed are our media as landscape architects, our critical tools of placemaking and publicness. We literally have the capacity, knowledge, and skills to transform and change the earth. Dear Master of Landscape Architecture graduates, think like a river. Land and water connect all beings, human and more than human, as well as generations past, present, and future. We, the faculty, entrust you, our graduates, to actively shape the earth, to reshape places and publics, and to help communities thrive and heal. We are so proud of your many accomplishments here at Weitzman, and I look forward to your work to come. Go forth and dare mighty things, mighty MLA class of 2025.
Costa Banerjee, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Resilience. Sanika Bedi, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design. Fabian Bink, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Design Progress. Joseph John Bondi, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the George Madden Boughton Prize. Deanna Botkin, Master of Landscape Architecture. Devin Bruzzoni, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design. Sierra Alexandra Cayley, Master of Landscape Architecture and recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Service. Zimeng Chen, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Energy Management. Xin Cheng Chen, Master of Landscape Architecture. Yingzi Sui, Master of Landscape Architecture. Maria Fairchild, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Ian L. McHarg Prize, and as well as the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Honor. Yu Ching Feng, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Integrated Product Design. Yu Fu, Master of Landscape Architecture. Shubhra Goyal, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design, and recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Service. Clara Sophia Gust, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Ian L. McHarg Prize, as well as the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Merit. Wanshu Huang, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design, and recipient of the Eleanor T. Weidenmeyer Prize in Landscape and Urbanism. Zuren Kikon, Master of Landscape Architecture, and recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Experimentation and Innovation. Athena Yin-Ching Lee, Master of Landscape Architecture. Chao Wu Lee, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media, and Certificate in Urban Design. Ray Young Lee, Master of Landscape Architecture. Shangyi Liu, Master of Landscape Architecture. Liu Yu Qian, Master of Landscape Architecture. Yi Tian Lu, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Resilience. Pei Yao Luo, Master of Landscape Architecture. Ankita Nagvekar, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Ecological Planning. Sa Yu Nue, Master of Landscape Architecture, Faculty Medal in Regional Planning, as well as the recipient of the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Merit. Nitya Rohit Kumar Patel, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Faculty Acknowledgement Award for Service. Xu Ying Rong, Master of Landscape Architecture and recipient of the Eleanor T. Weidenmeyer Prize in Landscape and Urbanism. Lilia Schmidt, Master of Landscape Architecture and recipient of the Narendra Juneja Medal. Minji Tang, Master of Landscape Architecture. Chessa Wong, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Time-Based and Interactive Media. Meng Jie Wong, Master of Landscape Architecture. Chi Yu Wong, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Resilience. Hanzhang Shao, Master of Landscape Architecture, Certificate in Urban Design. Xin Yun Xie, Master of Landscape Architecture. Fan Yin Shu, Master of Landscape Architecture. Ying Xuan Yang, Master of Landscape Architecture. Jason Chun Cheng Ye, Master of Landscape Architecture, recipient of the Robert M. Hanna Prize in Design, as well as the American Society of Landscape Architecture Certificate of Honor. Jia Ray Zhang, Master of Landscape Architecture. Xu Yuan Zhang, Master of Landscape Architecture. Yi Zhang, Master of Landscape Architecture. Cassie Kersheen Zhang, Master of Landscape Architecture.
Thank you, Catherine. Congratulations, Master of Landscape Architecture graduates. We will now turn to our last group of graduates, doctoral candidates. Hooding the candidate for the PhD in architecture is Franca Trubiano, Associate Professor of Architecture and Chair of the Graduate Group in Architecture.
I'm not sure I can follow up that enthusiasm, but I'll try. Dean Steiner, speakers Bronin and Wu, graduates, alums, families, friends, faculty colleagues, and staff, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the 2025, and I'll just start back, the 2025 graduate of the Doctorate of Architecture. Yes, this degree represents the highest honor conferred by the University of Pennsylvania. It's administered by the faculty of the Graduate Group in Architecture, and students in the PhD program pursue the most advanced research and scholarship in our discipline. It was first created in 1964. I'm going to stick to the story that it's the oldest in the country, even though we're in a little bit of a tiff with another university. But this past year, past year 2024 and 2025, we did celebrate our 60th anniversary, for which we have had much to celebrate. No other doctoral program in architecture in the United States can boast the richness of expertise, whose faculty and students leave no stone unturned, seeking excellence in all that they do, whether it's in the study of architectural technology or in that of history and theory in our discipline. Our students come to us from all over the world, and we're honored by their knowledge and the vision that they share with us, and we're certainly bettered year after year for the time that they spend with us, and time they do spend with us. For each student who pursues a doctorate, this is a journey, and it's a personal journey. They may be aided, they certainly are aided and supported by Penn faculty, by their colleagues and family and friends, but they alone must complete their coursework, take exams, build projects, attend conferences, work in their labs, publish papers, teach, and yes, write a dissertation. A PhD is a serious commitment to one singular rigorous project, one that's defined, structured, and executed, most importantly, defended by each student over a period of, on the average, 5 to 6 years. And for this, we really want to celebrate their accomplishments today. Hence, Dean Steiner, I present to you our Doctor of Architecture. We celebrate Dr. Yao Lu. His dissertation is entitled Lightweight, Efficient, Sheet-Based Spatial Structures Designed with Polyhedral Graphic Statics. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Lu's dissertation supervisor, Dr. Masoud Akbarzadeh, to assist in the hooding ceremony.
His
As described by Dr. Liu, his dissertation combines emerging computational technologies with structures as a generative design tool. His research agenda is built around creating structural geometries that unify performance, aesthetics, and constructability. He employs the innovative 3D graphic statics method and emerging computational techniques to create high-efficiency and stable sheet-based structures that use less material, reduce fabrication costs, and lower embodied carbon emissions in building construction. Dr. Liu received the Hangai Prize Medal at the International Association for Shell and Spatial Structures, and Dr. Liu is an assistant professor at Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia, where he teaches and conducts research in the Department of Architecture on structures and computational design. Congratulations, Dr. Liu.
Thank you, Franca. And now to Hood, the PhD in City and Regional Planning candidate is Jeannie Birch, the Lawrence C. Neusdorf Professor of Urban Research and Education and the co-director of the Penn Institute for Urban Research.
Good evening, all. We began this evening with Dean Steiner reminding us of the strength of the scholarship here at Penn Design as he discussed the work of Herbert Gans, the first PhD in City and Regional Planning, who graduated in the 1950s. He studied the lives of urban peoples. And tonight, the graduate group of City and Regional Planning joins me in celebrating Kimberly Noronha. Kimberly inherited this tradition, but she not only inherited it, but she expanded it. She took her work, to Asia and Africa. She expanded the techniques and invented new techniques to understand her subjects in a dissertation that is entitled The Landscape of Informality, a Comparative Study of Gamashi, that's Accra, Ghana, and Kochi, which is in Kerala, India. Here she looked at women who lived in traditional fisher communities and traced their lives of survival as they sought to survive and escape poverty in the face of climate change and modernization in those cities. She undertook this work with the supervision of Francesca Amon and Lisa Mitchell from the College of Arts and Sciences. She also was selected in her cohort throughout the University of Pennsylvania of one of 7 PhD students to receive the Presidential Scholarship. One of 7. So I think everyone joins me in celebrating and telling you how proud we are of the masterful dissertation that you have written. Let us would.
Thank you, Jeannie. Now I'll turn the podium over to Taylor Doak, President of the Penn Weitzman Alumni Association.
Hello, thank you. I am the last speaker, so here we go. Thank you, Dean Steiner, faculty, staff, students, parents, and special guests. It is a great privilege today to stand here before you as the president of the Penn Weitzman Alumni Association, which we call the PWAA. And I extend a warm welcome to our 2025 graduates as the newest members of our alumni community. I'm aware of the hard work, the rewards, sacrifices, and excitement that has accompanied your time here at Weitzman. Each of you have developed a unique approach to solve today's challenges and resolve towards a brighter tomorrow. And just like over the 12,000 alumni before you, it is imperative that your success and your knowledge your success and your knowledge be leveraged to support and advance the Weitzman School and your personal endeavors now and into the future. For a brief glimpse into what we do for the alumni associations, over the past 3 years, we've worked very hard to structure the board, to create initiatives and committees within our board structure to allow alumni's individual satisfaction and gratification in being part of alumni community. We have a host committee, which today helped put on a very successful event, which we actually invited a bunch of working alumni to participate in providing a brunch and a tour here in Philadelphia. We hosted that event today at the Fittler Club, which I highly recommend going. They have a really good art program. And then we walked over to the new development at 2300 Market Street, where members of our alumni community from Karen Timberlake gave us a presentation on how they utilize the historic fabric of maintaining 2 historic facades, one of the structural buildings, and building a new office tower and lab building that will take Philadelphia into the future for laboratory buildings. In looking at this, we put on events like this throughout the year. Specifically at Alumni Weekend and during Homecoming Weekend, we encourage you to take part of those and come back to the campus. I even met a few of you at recently the Pizza and Prosecco event, where we talked about future planning and how to successfully get a job in this climate. As a personal sentiment this year, I have found that leading with kindness and empathy is of the utmost importance. Leading in this way means prioritizing compassion, understanding, and respect in every interaction. It involves actively listening to others, considering their perspectives, and recognizing their emotions and experiences without judgment. This approach fosters trust, strengthens relationships, and creates a supportive environment where people feel valued and heard. By choosing empathy over authority, leaders can inspire cooperation, encourage open communication, and build resilient, inclusive communities. PWAA is your community, Weitzman is your home, UPenn is your past, present, and future. We open our arms and invite you into the global community of Weitzman alum that strives to celebrate and recognize the diverse, collaborative, and enduring spirit of this school, and most importantly, the people. It is a great honor to confer upon you the status of alumni of the University of Pennsylvania School of Design. Good luck.
Thank you, Taylor. That's basically it. First of all, once again, let's thank the family members and friends who are here to celebrate this. Also, let's thank the faculty and staff who've supported you through your... So congratulations, Weitzman class of 2025. I invite you to join us back at Meyerson Hall to enjoy the year-end show. The stage party will recess first. Then the students, which will be followed by the drum line in the back, and then family members, friends, and guests should follow. So congratulations. We'll see you back in Meyerson Hall.